I'm actually pretty good at beer pong, but it's my teammates let me down every time.
It's just like shooting YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Travis.
Hey, I'm Brandon.
And welcome to Apathetic Enthusiasm's Walking Dead Fantasy League, episode 2 of The Walking Dead. I think it was called JSS.
Dos le muertos.
You literally got off a plane from Los Angeles like less than an hour ago.
Yeah.
So you're jet lagged, and you're like the humidity has gone up considerably since probably where you just left.
Yeah, well, it's gone up just getting off the plane and driving here. It's gone up.
Yeah.
But I know how to deal with jet lag.
Red wine. All right, guys.
UB40.
So we're going to recap the episode real quickly, and then get into what was a somewhat one-sided game this week. So
Yeah.
JSS, this was the Just Survive Somehow motto of the little lady. What's her name? I don't remember.
I gotta tell you, like, ever since watching the episode last night, I was like, what is it? Like, just survive, but what's the other S? I couldn't remember it. And like,
stupid.
Like, I woke up this morning like, what the heck is that second S? And so I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, she wrote that note to Carl at the end of the episode. I think it was Just Survive Somehow. If it's not, write in the comments what your JSS stands for.
Jupe Scooby Swaps.
Overall, I know you weren't super fond of week one's episode, but what were your initial thoughts on this episode?
Well, week one, if they had just gone straight up, I think it would have been a decent episode. So week two is great. It was such a badass episode, I would say. Not just because I scored a lot of points, but but because it's like, oh, there's exciting stuff going on, and it wasn't a zombie menace. And that's what was cool to me was, all right, we're actually like doing cool stuff and not just like, oh, headshot. Well, in some cases. So I thought it was exciting, right? And it kept my attention the entire time.
Yeah, I felt like it was cool to see what was happening with the rest of the group while all the heavy hitters were out herding zombies down the street.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of interesting, whereas that process of herding the zombies was sort of meticulous and not very exciting, just like a lot of, going through the motions of it. With all the people that were less capable of defending themselves, they're the ones that really had to have this interaction with a group of the wolves coming in and invading the town. So this, I feel, was Carol's coming out party for the village where they live. She went from Susie Homemaker to Super Soldier.
in 3.9 seconds.
In the time it takes to bake one mishmash casserole, she completely saved the entire town.
She saved everybody. With Morgan's help, right?
Yes, a little bit.
And what I did like about this episode was, and we talked a little bit about it on the concern with one of the points that we had, was like, Carol starts the episode. She's like, I'll friggin' kill everybody. You mess with me, you get the horns into the back of your neck,
or your stomach, or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. You're gonna die. And Morgan's like the one who's like, well, we don't kill. We don't need to kill. There's a different way.
You refer to it as like a Batman philosophy, right?
Yeah.
Like more like I'll keep people safe. I'll defend this place, but I don't have to kill everyone in order to accomplish that.
Exactly. But by the end of the episode, Carol, she's shell shocked, and she doesn't want to kill people. Like, she's starting to turn that direction. And Morgan, even though we don't know for sure, 100% sure that the person's dead at the end of the episode, thematically it makes sense that, like, he says sorry and kills him.
He gives him that, like, hard bow to the head, which is usually his move for taking out a zombie.
Yeah.
So, that's his kill shot right there.
That's right. And then the very last scene of the episode is them crossing paths, symbolically, metaphorically, going different directions.
Yeah.
Carol doesn't want to kill anymore, and Morgan's going back down that path.
Overall, good episode. We still have one question I did have was, Morgan was with that main group that was herding zombies, and he was the only guy that showed up back after the horn sounded.
Fast.
We found out the the source of the horn sound, which was a semi truck crashing into a wall. I think Morgan was actually sent back from the group to kind of go check out what the sound was. But at the end of that first episode, we had all those zombies turning towards the city. So I think we still have a little bit of resolution yet to come as far as how the combination of these two episodes will impact everybody coming together in the next episodes.
That's right. And I'm interested to see more about the wolves. Very special guy from the comics, Negan, is coming out. And there's one character in this episode, and he had a bat with like barbed wire wrapped around it, just killing somebody. And I was like, oh, is that Negan? And then, well, Carol took care of it.
Carol took care of business.
So that wasn't it.
Speaking of Carol, let's get right into the points.
Let's get right into it.
You did not have a lot of people score for your team this week. In fact, only one person on your team got any points at all.
Yeah.
However, that person was Carol.
My workhorse.
Going down the scores, Carol had 7, I counted 7 non-zombie kills. Each non-zombie kill is 10 points. So right there, 70 points.
Yeah.
There was potentially maybe a couple more off-screen that may have been implied or something that, for the sake of our rules, I counted 7 confirmed zombie or non-zombie kills.
Agreed.
She also saved someone. In this case, it was Morgan. When he probably could have held his own, but she came in and made sure that he was safe by running one through the dude that he was about to fight. Finally, she was looking out for someone who was about to die, and she headshotted someone who was about to keep them from turning.
Yeah.
So this was somebody that she was attempting to save, but they were already too far gone, and so she gave him the knife.
Yeah.
To end it all.
To keep her from turning.
With that said, unfortunately, your one person yielded you 105 points.
Yeah, I know, it's rough.
I think since we've been doing Fear the Walking Dead, or Walking Dead Fantasy League, that is the highest single game for a player.
Yeah, well, yours was last week.
Yeah.
That was a record last week. But it's
Carol, not to be outdone, she's like, I'm in this.
That's the highest single player record.
Right. Yeah, we still have
currently
cumulative scores going higher than that. But as for my team, I couldn't compete this week. I had 2 players that actually even appeared on screen the whole episode.
Yeah.
The first was Maggie. Maggie had a very inconsequential zombie kill.
Yeah.
Where she was just walking on the fence line. I was like, oh, let me just.
Done.
All right,
cool.
5 points.
I was
welcome, Travis.
Really? All right.
And then I did have Morgan, who, due to his Batman philosophy, did not kill as many people as he probably could have.
Yeah.
If I had a rule category for hitting someone really hard or teaching them a solid lesson, then I may have had some more points. But in this case, Morgan did have 2 zombie kills.
Yeah.
He also did have 1 non-zombie kill at the end of the episode, as we discussed. And then he saved someone. He saved the pastor dude.
That's right. Gabriel.
All told, the combined score for my team was 35.
35.
Which is nowhere near the 105 that you came up with. So congratulations, Brandon. Brandon
thank you.
Takes week 2.
I win this week, and so far you're still winning the cumulative by probably 10, 15.
Sure, just a narrow margin, but we are tied in the wins column 1 to 1.
Yeah.
Something that we discussed a little bit last week was a waiver wire, and this is new to the Walking Dead Fantasy League. But how this is going to work, if you're trying to play along at home, or if you're just curious how we're running the rules here, the loser of each week has the first opportunity to drop a player from their team and pick up another main cast member. So I did lose this week. However, despite the loss, I'm still feeling good about my picks, and I'm not willing to lose anyone right now. So that moves over to Brandon, who can then drop one of his characters and pick up another one.
And based off this episode, definitely getting rid of Tara, or however you say her name. It doesn't matter how you pronounce it, because
she's not on your team anymore.
She doesn't do anything for me. She had an opportunity to help with a headshot to keep somebody from turning at the end of the episode, and she didn't do it.
Yeah, she walked out.
And so, I'm like, you know what? No, we're done. Eugene has more use than she does at this point in time. So
that haircut alone is awesome.
With that in mind, there are a couple characters that are good to pick up. Just based off this last episode, we have Rosita. She came with Abraham and those guys, and then Aaron, who's he's the scout for the town.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And so I'm going to go with Rosita. I'm going to go with I'm sticking with like a badass woman theme.
All right, cool. Carol's working out for you. Don't go too far from that.
And I do like Aaron, and maybe if when Carol shows that she's too shell shocked to do anything anymore, I'll pick him up. But goodbye, Tara.
Doing the swap.
Hello,
Tara's
Rosita.
gone. Rosita's on Team Brandon. Yeah, and so those are the teams. We're set for next week. Brandon is going to go maybe take a rest or finish his wine and take a shower. I don't know. Next week, I will actually be traveling.
That's right.
So I will not be here, but so the format will be a little different. We may not come to you directly from the garage. We may do like a Skype thing or something. We don't know. But
it'll
stay
be
tuned
weird.
for that. Until next week, I'm Travis.
And I'm Brandon.
And thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys.